Yeah. Quake. Terra Smash. Yeah. 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 To dust. Yeah. Yeah. Terra Smash. Terra Smash! Yeah! Yeah! To dust! Terra Smash! Yeah! Yeah! Terra Smash! Yeah! Terra Smash! Quake! To dust! Terra Smash! Quake! Yeah! Yeah! Terra Smash! To dust! Yeah! 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 Quake! Terra Smash! Quake! To dust! Terra Smash! Yeah! Terra Smash! Terra Smash! To dust! Yeah! Quake! Yeah!
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra. Ad Astra.
I'm glad you gave me a chance. I always think it takes people with similar tastes to sustain a pleasant conversation. Nice to meet you. I'm Kaveh, an architect. If you have a project you'd like me to work on, then I'll need a detailed description of what you have in mind.
Windblade!
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. I knew you guys would come.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that, as for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me...
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in...
Inazuma? You... want?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
You just want him to take part in your tournament!
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma.
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is
I'll keep this close.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other people are. Beto said that they had to be renowned for...
Windblade! With the wind! Windblade! Windblade! Disappear! Windblade! Windblade! With the wind!
Is this an answer from this world? reward on the road.
Windblade!
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any... I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seem to get... In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing, a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough. Ha! You don't mince your words, do you? Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to...
Hello? Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's one...
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Also, that doesn't...
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors, not to mention I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course, but the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Hi there! Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a Vision Bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a Vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you in the arena!
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average.
Chink's a village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask, aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god? Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph later.
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, and also a dragon too!
Whoa.
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long shot. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about even though you don't have a vision. So Paimon thinks you... In any case, looking at the competition... Alright, it's...
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about? Ugh, how am I supposed to win now?
Come on, let's go sign up. What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't regret So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect...
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show he put on just now. So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champ?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase... You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but, you know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should... For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy...
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
To be fair...
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are. We're finally here, folks. The real show...
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are ready.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest...
Relax. My guy's at the top of his game. He ain't gonna...
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. This... Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right! For a moment there, if you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong, but mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against... Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow! Now that's true.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick, so don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon...
Ah, it's you! I watched your... I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have...
maybe next time, huh? By the way...
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you. You've got nothing to worry about. Nobody...
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already... I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment.
Oh, alright then.
Thanks, I'll do...
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's got...
You gave an outstanding performance. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind. But you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing.
He's right. But in my case, I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one...
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go some... I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma...
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used...
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path, I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. But I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match... Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say, if I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still...
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent.
Hey, stop evaluating...
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it...
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal some... Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let's test your...
Wind blade! With the wind!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponent. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attack should pose no threat. Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the world is a truly mysterious place, it seems.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have...
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the... and what influences the god's decision to... My apologies. You must be... for allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways. I am willing to answer any questions you may have. So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 Archons had, not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been
She sounds less like an Archon and more like...
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not...
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about it.
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well.
I'll keep this close.
isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though he strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's Traveling Hero!
Wow!
I'm sure everyone witnessed his, but today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant... Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't... Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice. If he doesn't...
Wait a moment. Something doesn't... Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with...
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would...
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross...
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watch. The culprit has only... The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it.
Well, I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island.
Come with me. I can sense the wind.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Wind blade!
Is this an answer from this world?
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught—
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate—
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from— Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind, as I— In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fight—
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to— Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me. Drat. This should have gone— I know an empty threat when I— Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for—
Huh? You're not serious?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and it seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on—
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far,
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it!
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Wind blade! Here's something special! Just a temporary...
No! No! Do what you want, but please!
He has persevered to the bitter end. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more pun? It's up to you. Such willingness is—
No, no. No need for that. Thank you for—
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it!
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision— When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought— But unfortunately, nothing Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer. I see. So you are also no matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind...
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still
Kazuha!
It's just another way of... All right then, it's time we returned. Do not let my feelings trouble you, but thank you.
A reward on the road.
leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just...
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no... Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding...
Paimon believes you'll find a way...
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most
Huh? Huh?
Try something new at the One Mean Restaurant.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet. Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of our word.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, until we meet again. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, it's kinda hard to say goodbye now.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See? There's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ah, you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're... Well, now we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation...
Anchors away!
Ahoy there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fiercely. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see...
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Oh, it's...
With any luck, Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Bait.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you ready.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down.
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you so we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Seeing the sign.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers for your kind perusal.
What?
I just wanted to see what you'd say.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order.
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is?
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people, as the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got... Now, let's head over to... Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million.
2 million? For a prep?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your...
Ma'am, these two here are...
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to...
Thank you ever so much, but as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 Mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means!
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much...
She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all their...
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to... Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outland.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that, after all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And...
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer's better connected than we thought!
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there... Connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too!
No. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.